Wow, what a mean thing to say. What a blatantly evil thing. What a blatantly cruel thing to just put out into the world. You know what? I think what you need some good vibes to replace the mean vibes. You know what? You are a great electrician. That's what I was gonna say, and I wanted to say something else. I tried to think of something else. I couldn't think of anything off the top of my head, but I'm just like, electrician. You do a good job at that. It's a lot of laborious work. You're making people's things work, and that's great. That's a good service you provide for people, very reliably. And I support you in your ventures in doing that. I don't like being an electrician, so this doesn't mean much. Well, I think you're good at it. And whatever you do want to do, I think you could do that as well. With the same passion, not passion necessarily, but like with the same, determination you had for your electrician skills, the same drive you had to be able to get good at that, you can transfer that to a different skill of your choosing, a different task, a different job. I think you could do that. I want to be home running around Prime 4 gathering all the other collectibles. You know what? And you're gonna go home and you're gonna get all those Prime 4 collectibles and you're gonna find every single one without a guide because you have all the abilities. You are so intelligent. And you are able to solve any puzzles that come your way with all of the abilities that you have. I believe in your ability to do that. Yeah, you don't know what to say now. You don't know what to say. You don't know how to react. You're thinking of something. It's just pure positive energy. You can't handle pure positive energy. You know what happens when pure positive energy encounters pure negative energy? It cancels out. You have a 2-day time limit to tell me what game, by the way. Bonanza. Give me Bonanza. How do you feel about the pure positive energy? The pure positivity now coursing through your veins. Feels good, doesn't it? Feels good, doesn't it? This was a last-minute change-up. I don't know, I just changed my mind. I don't feel that strongly either way. But I was like, you know what? Bonanza seems like a more casual thing, and I feel like casual is what I have the capacity for right now. Compared to Metroid Prime 4. I have a large box of goldfish, and I'm gonna start eating it loudly. Oh, well, these taste a little weird. What's the expiration date on these? Sell by April 12th, 2026. Okay. I guess I'm just imagining it. I bought a whole bunch of red holiday Oreos, not knowing that they contained red 40. And so I'm eating them. Not the Oreos at this moment, but like, I'm gonna eat them. And I'm just gonna, enjoy the high that gives me. Maybe you just don't know what goldfish tastes like. I am offended that you would ever suggest that. I am deeply, personally slighted that you would ever suggest that I don't know what goldfish tastes like. It's because I know what goldfish tastes like that I know there's like, hey, they taste a little weird right now. Maybe like the seal wasn't that good. I don't know. These have been sort of sitting around for a little while in the box. So like, I know what I'm talking about. Ignore that sound. I dropped nothing. All right. All right, I'm ready to lock in. As I just harshly swallow the salty cracker food. Anyways, you dropped all your goldfish, and now you will be slowly eating them one by one off the floor for the rest of the stream. And I hope you have fun imagining that. If my misery, my silent, isolated misery I'm unable to communicate, gives you even a little bit of joy, whether you're willing to express it or not, that's good. That's some positive energy, and we take that around here. Okay. So, oh fuck. I forgot to do the thing. Where's the thing? Where am I? Where's my... Ah, there I am. Okay, so. Last time, finished the game. Everyone died and came back to life. What a wonderful thing. There was language... Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Language. You don't decide what word, you don't words. You're not the word clerk. You missed a puzzle? I did. I probably skipped it on purpose. I don't remember it off the top of my head. Well, I missed a bunch of puzzles. There was one, that number indicates that there is one that I encountered and then chose not to finish at the time. But there are plenty of puzzles that I'm gonna go around the world now and find and solve them. I will not rest until they are all complete. And that is what I will be dedicating myself to. I do not remember I don't remember which specific one that is. Does it tell me? Oh, the one without a check mark? What was that? Poster. Oh, okay. I don't think I spent a lot of time on that one. I think I just looked at it and was like, I do not have the capacity for that right now. I don't remember where it was. If you haven't yet explored the game world to its fullest extent, here's some good news for you. You're free to come and go from the Chamber of Light whenever you like, so travel the world to your heart's content. Okay, I was a little worried about that. I was like, I don't know how I'm canonically going to go do that. Travel alongside your 5 companions and have fun searching for hidden puzzles and items you've overlooked. Simply return to the Chamber of Light when you want to replay the ending of the story. Please take your time and be sure to enjoy everything the game world has to offer. Okay. Well, that was easy. Okay. You're not a real puzzle master then? I can be a puzzle master that takes breaks. And a true puzzle master knows that. A true master at anything knows that failure is part of the process. The master has failed more times than the novice has tried. Yeah, chew on that one. Chew on that one. I don't know where to go. Okay. I don't actually remember where it was. I think it was like... I feel like it was probably in the jungle. Probably. I think so. We'll figure that out. Cool. Well, actually, maybe the cat has it. Hold on. Does the cat have anything? I think I cleaned the cat out quite well last time. Okay, yeah, okay, cool. there are no puzzles that got left behind for story purposes. I don't remember who gave it. It obviously was not you. They had to have been here, because I remember I was like, oh, I'm going to round up all the things in the areas. And then I gave up. Oh, it's probably you. I gave up because I was like, okay, this is going to take a lot more time than I thought it was going to. I just want to finish the game. Okay. I think it was you. It was like poster or something. Yeah. All right, here we go. Yeah, I know the deal. Okay, this is the hard... Whenever a puzzle like this shows up, I usually am just like, oh, these aren't so bad. And it's humbling me quite a lot now. So... My thought... So I guess the way I'm approaching this is like, these are usually done in like a minimum amount of moves. And I feel like there's no reason to do it any other way. Because if I shuffle them too much, then it's just like impossible. So like, I imagine it's probably doable in like 6 very precise moves. That's how these usually go. This one's tricky though, because I can't really tell what's supposed to go where right away. So... So these two need to connect somehow. And I guess I'm just like, all right, how can I do that in a way that is reasonable? Like, do I bring this one up here? Or do I bring, like, that one down there? I mean, I guess it would all have to be in, like, the box here. So I guess that's probably correct. But then if I do that, then it comes the question of, like, if I take this one... Like, how do I can, like, move this to the left immediately, but then how do I move it up unless I move these to the right first? And if I move those to the right first, I gotta, like, find the order of operations for all that. And we'll see. How do we feel about this? I feel bad about that. Oh, you know what? This right here. This probably goes to the right of this, actually. That's probably like the end of the mouth. Well, in that case, I really don't know what's going on. I can't tell if this matches. Okay, I think this is actually the eye piece that's supposed to like go under that one. Oh, there's so many little things that I'm just like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I feel like every immediate thing I'm doing is like, oh no, I just messed up 4 other things to do that. But I feel like I just gotta get over that. And trust the process. No, that feels bad. Oh no, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. I can't tell, is that teeth? Is this teeth, whatever this is? I think that's like the start of the mouth. Or maybe not. Okay, I truly do hate to concede this quickly. But like I feel like I need some sort of like general like direction. I feel like I need a hint coin. This puzzle can be solved in just 7 moves. Fascinating. Okay, if you haven't got yourself a grinning crocodile after making 7 moves, you're better off starting from scratch. Okay. That does help. 7 is kind of... Okay. Even with that, though, like, how the fuck does this one go up? Or maybe it doesn't go up, but maybe this goes down. And that's where I should focus my efforts. Okay, that's helpful. I need a little more than that. The first pieces you need to move are the ones in the central column. Slide them 1 square downwards. Once you're done with that, slide the pieces in the 5th row from the top. Slide the pieces in the 5th row from the top, 1 square to the right, and the pieces 3rd column from the left, 1 space down. Okay, so you just gave me like 3 of the 7 moves. That's a lot. Okay, so first pieces you need to move are the ones in the central column. Slide them 1 square downwards. I would never have guessed that. I don't think I ever considered doing that, actually. And then, okay, once you've done that, slide the pieces in the 5th row from the top, 1 square to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You. And then the pieces in the 3rd column from the left 1 space downwards. And then the pieces in the 3rd column from the left 1 space downwards. 3rd column from the left. So that's like 3 of the moves. Oh, I see the vision. I think. That feels good. All right, neat. All right.
This is how it's done.
That was a beefy hint.
Good stuff.
Is it giving understanding? It is giving. I don't know. I'm not really feeling that one. It's more of a. It's like a vibes thing, you know. Is it giving understanding? It's. I don't know. It's not giving understanding. I think I just understand. I tell you what, I think it'd be appropriate if you said it's giving understanding. You in your position. But like, if I understand something, I wouldn't say it's giving understanding. I feel like that's a weird use of that phrase. But like, you could say that from your perspective. That's my opinion. All right. I forgot whatever your little storyline was whenever you had a puzzle. You seem to realize the reason you're being chased. To put it bluntly, you were mistaken for a type of fungus because of your unique hairstyle. Oh, but that's the look I'm going for. You should have told the person chasing you that. Then you could have avoided your surprise game of cat and mouse. Wait, are you playing hide and seek? I don't even know what your deal is. Maybe. Deep down, I think I just liked the attention. Oh, I forgot that was a thing. Whoops. The phrase is already dumb. I disagree. I think that is a homophobic thing to say. Anyways, that biologist must have really thought she was onto something. Professor, what would you do if a great discovery started running away? Would you chase it? Ho-ho, unlike Chestnut, ancient artifacts don't dash off when you find them. I don't think I'll ever need to worry about that. Okay, for my own sanity, I'm just gonna assume that's it. So the general structure, if that is somehow homophobic, then hive me a badge. I'm trying to figure out what the word hive is supposed to mean in that sentence. Hive. Hide? Give? Give. If that, then give me a badge. A homophobia badge? I think you could rock it. Like, what color do you want? Let me see. So the general structure of what I'm going to do here is I'm going to follow these world times things. Normally this is the part of the game where I would just go ahead and pull up a guide and just see where all the puzzles are, just because I don't have the time. But there's enough stuff here and enough varied locations where it's just like, it is encouraging me to explore everything to a degree. And like, whenever I'm looking for these, I always find like a bunch of puzzles that like had nothing to do with this, and I just happened to be in the area. So like, that's just gonna be the method for puzzle searching at the moment. Murals are the new mosaics. What town is this? A museum exhibit of murals from all over the world is proving to be a roaring success, and many people have been inspired to try their hand at wall art. A museum exhibit. Is that London? London. Let's go. Is there a homophobic flag? I guess those colors, if not green. Is there a homophobic flag? I'm gonna look up if there's a homophobia flag. A homophobia pride flag. Pride flag. Okay, so I'm sure someone somewhere might have made one, but there is not like there's not an adopted thing. Oh, apparently Shutterstock has an image of like a pride flag with a big old like don't sign on it, like the red circle with the line through it. That's an image that Shutterstock provides. I guess, wait, actually that could work. Just like a pride, like a rainbow, but just with like the don't sign on it. And you can get like a button. Like a circular button. And you can get something like that. That's a weak symbol. What is a weak symbol? The don't sign? We can do better than that. I mean, I guess if no one's made it, I guess you could. I think that's on you. You know, I think this might be the hanger that was featured in the World Tide. Oh. Hanger? Is it, I don't even know what story they're talking about. Oh, I hope nothing bad happened. Not all news is bad news. It was a report on aerobatic trial flights. Trial flights? Does that mean they would let us fly the planes? Oh, that would be fun. Only one way to find out. Come on, let's go in and take a peek. Oh, there's a new location. What the? Okay. Just sticking a red circle and a slash on something. I feel like simple is best though. Like, you could create like your own colors for like a flag, but like you would have to explain it every single time. Like, no one's gonna know what it is. But like, if you have like a don't symbol on top of a rainbow, I feel like that will be immediately understood. You know what I mean? Like, I think people will understand that, as simple as it is. Because it is simple. I should have spoken to my mom. Wait, no, that's Luke's mom. I should have spoken to Brenda, Luke's mom. Luke, I didn't know you were in London. Come and join me on the grass. Now, how about a nice cup of tea? Ooh, yes, please, Mom. There's always time for a cup of tea. I've got some lovely tea from that fancy tea emporium. Help me get it out. Help me get it out. Yes, of course, Mom. This will only take but a moment. Tough to reach tea. No! Of course it's a slider puzzle. Why wouldn't it be? Why did it have to be a slider puzzle? Luke's mom has just splurged on fancy tea from the tea emporium and wants to try some. She's asked Luke to fish out the stripy blue tin, which of course is right at the bottom of the bag. Which one? The stripy, oh, the bottom left. There does seem to be a bit of space in the bag, and Luke thinks he can get the stripy blue tin out without removing any of the others. See if you can help him. Oh, so this is like Luke holding us up here. Okay, most of the pieces are like the same shape. So there's merit in that. Isn't there that orange and black one for super straight or whatever it was? Is that one accepted, or is that basically seen as a hate symbol? I mean, it's super. Hate symbols may be extreme, but like, it's pretty cringe. Hold on, I don't know what you're talking. I haven't heard of the super straights in a long time. I forgot what that even means. Yeah, super straight pride flag. Okay, yeah, that's. I mean. That's like implied homophobia, I think. Disingenuously promises a logical fallacy to super straight. I love... Okay, hold on. What does super straight mean? Does it mean... Wait, okay. It was like this thing people created just to be like, actually, there's not enough rep for this, so we should stop paying attention to all this other nonsense and focus on what really matters. Okay, I'm gonna go to glad.org. Online anti-LGBTQ hate terms to find. Okay, so glad.org thinks it's a hate term. Okay, so it does seem like it's a hate symbol. it's apparently considered. I wouldn't have recognized it, but that does seem like it is. Okay. This particular transphobic trope and corresponding hashtag was quickly taken up by anti-trans. Oh, it's anti-trans? Oh shit. Wait, just say the definition. Why are there paragraphs? Okay, so in 2021 Royce said he had made a new sexuality because he was tired of being called transphobic for not wanting to date trans. Oh, I see. Okay. So you can't say I'm transphobic. Okay, so super straight as in like someone is heterosexual to the point where they will not date a trans person of the opposite gender. They only date cis people, and they're trying to frame it as like an identity, and not like transphobia. All right. So I mean, you could do that. It's more of a transphobia thing than overall, I mean, homophobia. Which I mean, maybe that's what you're going for. I'm supporting you in finding the proper way to hate the "it's giving" phrase. I wanna make sure you succeed with that. I forgot what it meant. For a second I was thinking like, oh, it's like I can't believe talking about homophobia made the puzzle so much easier. I thought that would take so much longer. I forgot what I was gonna say. Wait, I forgot what I was gonna say. I was about to say like, oh, super straight, maybe it means you, even if the partner is of the opposite sex, maybe if they are like bisexual or something, you don't want them to do whatever. I don't know. Ah, well done, dear. Here you go then. You should have let it brew a bit. Okay, so I guess that is a hate symbol. You could get a super straight hate symbol badge on it. On like your chest. So whenever someone calls you in for electrical work, they will know. And like maybe someone will look at it and feel safer around you. So I wanted to talk to this guy. He seems a lot more interesting than the other guy. But I can't talk to him. Still looking for hint coins. I feel like I'm at the point where I don't really need hint coins. Or I don't need new hint coins. Oh my god, I just blew his hair away. Oh, thank god he had a backup. Okay. Well, it's just like, oh my god, I accidentally did it a second time, and now there's more hair on the ceiling. Okay. That's as much as I'm willing to do that. This is... Okay, so I believe that is Layton's dad, I believe. Is that? Herschel. Why, son, it is you. What a coincidence to see you here, Pa. What might you be doing here? Oh, I'm just here to have a nosy at some of the latest models. Beauties, aren't they? I didn't know you had such an interest in aircraft, Pa. Okay. Well, after seeing you take off in that marvelous airship, I realized just how little I know about planes. Thought it wouldn't hurt to gen up on the topic a little, but now I'm hooked. I even signed up for one of those trial flight experiences. Can you believe it? Your old Pa went flying. That was very quick on the draw, Pa. The World Times article was published just a few days ago. Your dad's a lot like you, Professor, bursting with curiosity. Oh, you forget I came before him, lad. If anything, he's just like me. How was the flight itself, Pa? Well, I was on the edge of my seat, quite literally. We were flying in formation, and then we did all these loop-de-loops. Oh, I felt like a young lad again. Just don't tell your mother. She'd have a fit if she found out. I think I prefer staying upright. Naturally. If I were traveling around the world like you, I'd want a nice, comfortable flight. And that's what we have. Oh, the Bostonians is perfect for that. And the seats are so comfy. She really is a splendid vessel, I must say. Hey, remember our school colors. I do. I do. You could just wear merch from our school, and then that could be like a subtle, you know, like a subtle way to signal things, and it would go over my head. I would think you just want to rep our school. Good. I want nothing but the best for you, son. You know, we should all go on a trip sometime. You choose the destination, and I'll work on your mother. I must have missed context for whatever he's saying right now. What the... You choose the destination and I'll work on your mother. What does that mean? Haha, that sounds very pleasant, but good luck convincing Ma to board a shrieking metal death trap. Oh, I see. Well, maybe you could send some of these souvenir thimbles she likes. It might whet her appetite for travel. Okay, I thought there'd be a puzzle attached to that. Safe journey and best of luck, son. I hope you're successful in everything you do. Oh, cool. I do still own my Ultimate Frisbee jersey. It's really just a shirt. Oh, okay, yeah. You could wear that around me, and then I'll be like, you don't like me in a deep way. What's that? And then I'll dap you up. That's the life. That's the life. I like that Frisboy has an ultimate frisbee jersey. That's good. That's a good bit of continuity. I need to blow my nose. Hold on. Okay, vibes. We're vibing. Mutual respect, precisely. Okay. I guess I sort of stumbled into that. Some of these are puzzles attached to them, and some of them don't. I don't really know which one is which. I think that's all of them from London, though. I think I already did go through. No, it's not all from London, actually. There's 2 more here. All right, there's a mural, and then has been installed in London's Grayson Hill University. Grayson Hill University and a mural, wherever I see a mural. Cool. I like that they kept the bus mechanic, even though it wasn't really... I don't know, it's purely just to stay consistent with this, what the travel in this setting was from the other games. I like that. Grayson Hill University, ranked among the top 5% for archaeological studies. It is a very impressive faculty. They're making some of the most exciting developments in the field right now. Yes, one of their inventions was featured in the World Times, was it not? Perhaps a quick tour is in order? A splendid idea. I expect it will be in the research department in the building to our left. Okay, so they actually just gave me a full... Okay, new location. I feel like you definitely have a puzzle that your kid wanted you to solve. I was wrong. Herschel, my boy, are you back with us? No? Oh dear, the third-year archaeology students will be quite disappointed. Okay. Oh, it's Luke's dad. Hi, Luke's dad. Ah, Herschel, it's good to see you again. And Professor Sycamore, wasn't it? A pleasure to see you again, Dr. Triton. I didn't realize you worked at the same university as the professor here. Yes, for 2 years now I've been working on several very exciting developments in the department with Dean Delmona. Now, to what do I owe the pleasure of your visit today? Well, speaking of developments in the department, we thought we would have a look at this new machine you have here. Ah, you came to see this beauty. What is it? Impressive. Clark, seeing as you're here, you wouldn't mind giving us a quick demonstration, would you? Well, what is it? If it's like an air filter, then it's like probably not that interesting to look at. I'd love to, Herschel, but unfortunately, it's in the middle of some fine-tuning. It won't be up and running again for a while. Oh, that is a shame. Did it malfunction? Some students tried tinkering with it and ended up ruining the calibrations. Still, what can you do? Well, what if we tinkered with it in like a puzzle way? That professor is in the wrong game, is he? Who are you referring to? Were they up to no good? I could teach them a lesson for you. Goodness, no. They had good intentions. It's just that some of the more confident students tend to overlook the instructions. Sycamore? Is he in the wrong game? This is the only game he's in. I'm not... No, I thought I understood what you meant by that, but I don't think I do. Gressanella students are quite the impassioned lot, after all. But that's not the proper way to do things. They should follow your example, Professor. Herschel could be just as foolhardy when he was their age. It takes time for people to mature. Go back to researching Pokemon? Oh, is there a Sycamore in Pokemon? Is there a Professor Sycamore in Pokemon? That's so fun. Wait. Oh, I don't think I've seen him before. He's fun. I can't tell what game that is. Probably X and Y or something. Like, he's fun. I like him. Just pulled up a picture. It takes time for people to mature. But this is different. Is it really? I seem to remember Herschel tampering with and then breaking an oscilloscope during his student days. No, he's not. He's French. You don't know if Professor Sycamore's French. Professor Sycamore might be French. In this game, I mean. I don't know. His other outfit seemed pretty... It seemed pretty French-coded. But Clark, you know that was an accident. It's giving French. An accident which could have easily been avoided had your floor not been so littered with books, am I wrong? Perhaps not. I'm a far more responsible person now, though, Clark. But the floor in your office is still littered with books. Well, yes, perhaps I am still a tad disorganized, but the difference between then and now is like night and day. In any case, we must be getting on. Yes, I can see you have a lot to deal with. Let me know when you're in London again and we can catch up on old times. See you again soon, Dad. Okay. This is how fast I thought it would go last time. But then I found like 4 puzzles in one area. Just trying to chase one story. And I didn't even know what was going on. You just take care of yourself, Luke. And do try to stop poking into everything you see. No. Maybe there's oh my god! So what was that you said about not poking everything we see? What was that? What was that? Oh. Oh, there's a puzzle. Okay. What's this? A puzzle. And that's all the dialogue we have here. Why are you yelling? Because like he was like, don't go poking around on stuff, and then I poked like a skeleton, like an assembled skeleton of a creature, and then it fell apart when I touched it, and I was like, oh no, that was so much hard work. Oh my god. Oh, I remember this one. I remember this one. It's like reverse Picross. No, it's like Picross, but with some extra steps. Okay. Alright, well I think I just gotta go for it. I think I just gotta put something on the board and just hope it works. And if it doesn't work, I will simply analyze why. With my utter brilliance. I see the problem. Okay, 1 second. I'm doing that thing where, like, congestion is blocking my airways just a little bit. And it's a little rough to deal with at the time. It's catching me off guard. Why are you only just now seeing the problem? Are you blind? I guess I must be. Okay. Okay, this is the only place a vertical 4-stack could go. Wait, what are the rules? This looks super easy. So it's basically like Picross, like you know, like if you were doing this like normally, you'd be like oh, there's like two. Well, no, it's not like Picross, but it's basically saying there's 2 books in this row, 5 books in that row, 3 books in this row, 6 books in that row, and then 1, 4, 3, 2, and that goes downward. And basically, you have these limited pieces to put on the board to be able to achieve that. Yeah, the numbers. Yeah, that is an important part of this equation here. I'm really attached to the idea of this being vertical. I want to be able to find, like, spots for... If that's the only vertical one, then these other 2 have to be horizontal. Oh, or critical thinking. Okay. So at least 2 of them have to be horizontal, because this is the only column a vertical one can go, I think. Just like logistically. So that means there's a 5 and a 6. And a 4 can't go here. So like these must be adjustable. We are cooking with gas. Um, hmm. Okay, well, I'm gonna go play Metroid for a bit. Just yell without messaging. Yell without messaging me if you need anything so I can easily ignore it. Okay? It was implied that you couldn't hear my yelling. Alright. Where are we at with this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh shit. That doesn't work. This is falling apart. This is falling apart. Ah, okay. Brute force. Brute force is the key to any success. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 1, 2. There just needs to be a 1 here. Is that... Okay, that doesn't quite work. I feel like we're close here, but like, let me just make sure my ducks are in a row here. 1, check, 4, check, 3, 2, 2, 4, 4, 1, 2, 5. Ooh, that one doesn't match. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 6, 4. Okay. One of y'all down here needs to go up here. And there doesn't seem to be a lot of options for that. Ah. Hmm. I feel like what I did didn't really change a whole lot. Oof. I just sort of created the same situation as I did before. Something's gotta give. Wake me up, say enough is enough. I'm dying to live. Something's gotta give. Pull me out of the sinking sound. I'm dying to live. Something's gotta give. Someone please come pull me out from the shadow of my doubt. I will take a small hint. Hello, Sphere, how you been? I will take a small hint at this point. Right now, one set of red books is right. Before you had two. Okay. I'm just like, surely they're along these axes. Because I think those are the only spots they can go. I'm good, I've actually been here the whole time, just not chatted. That's okay, that's okay. Now there are two right. Fascinating. Let me put these away. One set is off by one. Let me see if I can't make this work. Not anymore. Oh no. I don't know if that means I'm closer or I'm farther. I don't know what to do. This is a good starting point for the okay, gotcha. Putting the big pieces there is good. That's 4, that's 2. That's 4, that's 2. Still need to get 5 here. Like, I could do that, but, like, what am I missing if I do that? Hmm. Because if the red is correct here, then that means, like, nothing else goes here. And, like, only one thing can afford to go here. And that'll depend on my needs. How do we feel about this? We got 2, 5, 3, 6, 4, 1. Then we have 1. No, there's not a 4 there. Darn. 3, 2, 2, 4, 4. One, 4, 3, 2, 2, 4, 4, 1, and then 2, 5, 3, 6, 4, 1. Boom.
Upon careful consideration.
Upon careful consideration. He seems so happy to solve puzzles, and I like that.
Is essential in my line of work.
I like that he does that. I want to investigate everything I see. That's what he says. With a grin. Okay, I'm finding myself suddenly very hungry, but it's okay because I have a myriad of snacks. Do you get to learn what they are? No. I have Gatorade. Okay. So I'm glad I just happened to find that. Maybe there was a puzzle in that other room too, and I just didn't look hard enough. There probably was, actually. Goldfish, right? That tasted funny? Yeah. Goldfish that tasted funny, you are correct. I had that. I have, like, Pop-Tarts. I don't know, I just have, like, a bunch of snack foods in here. I have, like, blueberry, what are they called? I don't know, there's, like, little cereal bars. Okay. I feel like there was probably a puzzle in here and I just didn't look hard enough to find it. Really? Nothing? Nothing at all. Oh, okay. I was prepared to find one. Okay, and there's also a mural somewhere. I'm going to assume it's the museum. Which, we haven't really been able to do too much with the museum over the course of this adventure. And, because it's post-game, I'm gonna go ahead and talk to you. Yeah, you got something going on. We got it going on, Hi, it's Professor Pigtails. How go? Oh, it didn't even occur to me that, like, you are not where you typically are. How goes it? I see that traveling didn't ruin that lustrous mane of yours. Amanita, what on earth are you doing here?
I'm so glad to see you. How about a little taste of my ink cap soup and a puzzle?
Mixed swine racing. Oh, it's another one of these. Okay. What the? Oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay, these have been somewhat of a breeze so far. Oh, they're like weirdly spaced. I just had to say something. Alright, let me just shuffle the deck a little bit. I'm seeing the problem. You're probably watching me encounter the roadblocks in real time. I'm not completely sure what I'm attempting to do at the moment. Okay. The order of operations for this is very strange. Well, they're in order. I had it. Oh, no. I had it and I messed it up. Oh.
Allow me to
No, oh,
demonstrate
no, I got it. We got it.
a truly elegant
Okay.
puzzle.
Just had to fiddle with it a little bit. Fiddle with a little. Do a little fiddle with the little bitty pig.
Perfect. Well, that's sweet of you to stop and chat like that, Pigtails. You're probably all busy and everything too.
Thank you. Are you in London on the holiday?
Well, that's a funny story, because just after you left in your fancy flying boat, another one comes along and lands near the village. This blonde lady was on it, and she suggested I go with her and see a little bit of the world.
That wouldn't happen to be Daria Column, would it? I hope you've not been roped up into one of her ploys.
Oh, you know each other then. She's been very keen to hear about the Fongi lifestyle. I taught her a few recipes myself, so yes, I'm staying in London for a while. But I'll be going back soon. You just can't get the right ingredients for stew here.
Okay. Nice. Glad the pigs could all be at the races. I assumed the mural would be here, and I'm realizing that that probably does not make any sense. Hi, Mom. What are you doing in the museum? I assume taking the sights in.
Herschel, what a lovely surprise.
Hello, Ma. I didn't expect to see you here.
Hello, Mrs. Layton. Are you here to see the World Mural Exhibition?
That would be...
You know, Professor, the one they wrote about in the World Times.
Oh, this is the mural exhibition. Okay, no, I am in the right spot. Okay.
I'm sorry, my dear. I'm afraid that exhibition already finished quite some time ago. Oh.
Yes. As I recall, it ended prematurely as a result of the forgery incident.
Ah, that's a shame. I was hoping to see lots of ancient paintings.
Did you manage to catch it, Ma?
Oh, yes, they put a piece of the old Norwell wall up on display, and your father could hardly miss that now, could he?
Norwell. That brings back memories.
That was right by where you used to live, wasn't it, Professor?
That's right. The Norwell Wall in Stunsbury showed the way to the lost Azran ruins of Akbadine.
It must have been an incredible adventure. I'd love to see the Professor take on those mechanical puzzles.
So, Layton has canonically told you the story. I guess that was a little thing, just like, if you haven't played the previous game, you should totally do that. There's a lot of Layton backstory that you have not seen. Oh yes, it's such a joy to watch her tackle a puzzle. Oh, that reminds me, dear, I've been saving this one for you. Finding Ambrosia. Okay. Research into the text inscribed on the stone tablet has revealed that the 3 lines read as follows. Remember fair Ambrosia, city of harmony. Remember our queen, the sleeping jewel, silent in the fair city of harmony. Can you work out which of the characters inscribed on the tablet represent the word Ambrosia? Select all the corresponding characters. This is a fascinating concept. Okay, I'm gonna go nab a Pop-Tart. I came very prepared, as always. Okay, I will spare you the eating noises. Okay, so remember fair Ambrosia, city of harmony. Remember our queen, sleeping jewel, silent in the fair city of harmony. So the first and third lines contain the phrase city of harmony. So they probably contain city of harmony. That's probably city of harmony right there. And then Ambrosia. Well, no. Okay, they both contain the phrase remember. So, or the first and second lines contain the phrase remember, so they're gonna have something in common. Yeah, U4. Interesting. Remember our queen, silent in the fair city of harmony. Those are the only recurring phrases. What am I looking for? Ambrosia? I'm seeing something else here. The word ambrosia does not repeat. And so I see this, and so whatever that is, it must not be it. Just whatever that's supposed to be. Oh, it's probably the word fair. Interesting. So, ambrosia.
That should do it.
Nice. That was cool. That was a cool idea.
For another.
I like that one. Just trying to like connect what repeats. Finding the parts that each line of text is common is key to yeah, I got it. That was cool. I like that. A most interesting puzzle indeed. I'm happy to hear you say so, dear. You know, they're planning another exhibition soon. Perhaps we can all go together next time. That would be nice, wouldn't it? That's a brilliant idea, Mrs. Layton. What's the new exhibition going to be called? The Face Wall. Jesus, I just saw that one Doctor Who episode with, like, the face monster. Where the fucking... The guy that absorbs people and their faces on their body. Oh no, the more appropriate Doctor Who reference would be like, I am the last remaining human! Or whatever, however that goes. Apparently anybody can join in and paint their own face onto a huge wall. How exciting! Well, that sounds like fun. Can we go, Professor? Can we? Absolutely. Creating art, in effect, creates history. A worthwhile endeavor. Cool.
I'm ever so glad you're having a good time on your travel social. That last postcard you sent was the picture of paradise.
Nice. I believe that's all the London World Times. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna click all those just so I see what color they are. Clearer. Aircraft learned their doom. Lake Cod has seen a string of aircraft crashes of late, and the police are grateful to the efforts of the local residents for her rescue activities. I can't imagine why they would think they had a problem about that. How many airships do they possibly get in their lake crashing in? Aside from ours. Ours does not count. Okay. What's your story?
Hoo-hoo! Hello! Did I tell you I am hosting a little soiree tomorrow? It's essential for a lady to maintain her social connections.
Well, entertaining guests is a laudable pursuit, but there is a certain skill to being a good host.
I wish I could say I was the perfect hostess, but it isn't easy, especially when you have to deal with the fussy guests.
I can't wait to see the fussy guests. How fussy could they possibly be? Those guys look pretty fussy. Okay, I'm gonna finish this so my attention is not split. I'm gonna see Five Nights at Freddy's 2 today. That's gonna be fun. Okay, let's see. Sonia's organizing a little soiree and intends to be the perfect host. She's heard that 3 of her guests are rather fussy and will be terribly offended if she offers them anything other than their favorite beverage. Her friends each give her a tip. B likes tea and C hates juice. Okay, I'll read that in a sec. Sadly, one of these tips is utter rubbish. Still, can you help Sonia work out what to offer each of her fussy guests? So one of them is a lie. And I gotta figure out which one it is. Shout out to the top screen format of image with 2 people standing in front of it. Shout out to that. I recognize the pattern and I enjoy it. Alright, so let's assume the first one is a lie. So B likes tea and C hates juice. So I would assume that, I'm gonna assume it means the opposite. And so B does not want tea. And C loves juice. And so the others are true. So A likes milk or tea while B hates juice. A likes milk or tea. Okay, that doesn't really narrow it down. And either B or C likes milk. And A hates juice. I feel like that tracks, I think. So I kind of just want to type that in.
You know, I think this may be it.
Love to see it. Love when it's just the first option.
Puzzle solving is a most
I love guess and check when your first guess is correct.
Oh, good. I really couldn't have my guests peering enviously at each other's drinks. It would ruin the atmosphere.
The drinks being a juice box, a carton of milk, and a teapot. I don't know, that just feels... I appreciate that you're hosting, Sonia. I hope they feel safe in your home.
Wow, I would never think of all that. I suppose I should strive to be more of a lady too.
Okay. Hi. Oh, you have a puzzle. I thought you were just gonna be a silly little thing.
Your friends got lost? Okay, I'll see what I can do.
This is about to deceptively be the worst thing I've ever seen. It's 30 pick rats, but I feel like that's fear. Oh, I remember this one. Okay. It's probably not that bad. So you will be entering from... Jesus. You will be entering from there. Is there any other thing that does that? No, just you. Okay. Fuck. And then... Okay. Well, that one's a dead end if we do that. Alright, let's try that one. Let's see. To just give you a path that connects to things. Oh, this is promising. Hold on. These look like they connect, but for different reasons. Does that count as going to the Black House? I don't think it does. I was trying to figure out the Black Bunnies one. Okay, I guess some other piece goes here. So you're a dead end. I guess you could go straight up. That... I feel like I've tried that before. Let me give it another shot here. Nope. Okay. Let me just make sure there's not any other little things. They want to go whether the... Can you rearrange the path so that the maze has been divided into 6 panels? Is up to you to write. Okay, so these other little thingies, they don't matter. We don't care about them. Let me just try to get the white money instead. Just change up the pace a little bit. Oh. Would you look at that? Love to see it.
I really thought about this one. I knew I'd get it right.
Cool. The black and white rabbits will be able to return to the comfort of their homes now. Love to see that. I love when bunnies are happy. Bunnies just running around, they just deserve to be happy. Really? You also got lost once? And that's how you ended up living here? Wow, that must have been hard. Can you imagine if Luke actually has no idea how to speak to animals and he's just completely bullshitting? What a plot twist that would be. Okay, might as well just talk to everybody. Because I have no idea who's gonna have what. Hey, spread the word! We're going to bring the court illuminations to life! That's terrifying, darling. Okay. Do you have any thoughts beyond fish thoughts?
Fresh minnow, get some minnow here. All right there. Got a nice big pike in this morning. I can give you a cut if you like.
We've never really had a chance to stop and browse. What are these funny little silverfish then?
Those are big scale sand smelt. Bit of a mouthful, eh? A delicious mouthful, though, if you bread them up and fry them up.
Lake Cod seems to have an extraordinarily rich variety of fish.
Yep, it looks so quiet from here, but under the surface it must be seething with all kinds of fish.
Lucky for me, eh? It's not just the lake, though. A little town may look quiet, but there's so much life. Took me a while to see it, too. I used to live in a big seaport 20 miles west of here, but in this little pond, I'm the biggest fish.
Well, you seem to fit in very well here. Your stall is at the heart of the market.
Oh, nice of you to say that. Fish sells, right?
What did you miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? Virginia, my home, sweet home, I want to give you a kiss. I assume you didn't want me to start singing Hamilton in response to that. But, I don't know. I mean, I'm just going around. I'm just doing puzzles. I haven't gotten a lot of trouble. The book one I need a little help with. The book one I needed a little help with. But, like, beyond that, I mean, I've managed. I'm investigating, like, one of the stories. And by that, I mean I'm just going around and just talking to people. I don't remember you. Who are you? Moose? I especially didn't want that kiss. Okay, well, that was from David Diggs, and I merely passed it on.
Well, this is a pain. I can't for the life of me work out a couple of these freight cars. I've been at it all morning.
That is problematic.
If I can't even manage the local cargo, how can I ever hope to expand a little railway?
Oh, it's one of these again. Okay, I feel like I have to, like, learn these every single time I do them. Interesting. Okay, so I just need a direct way to, like, separate them. I don't remember how I did that, or how I would do that. Oh, I could just do that. Oh, I didn't know that was just an option. Wait, hold on. Oh, shit. Okay. None of these train ones, I mean, once you kind of figure out just the mechanics of how they work, they're not so bad.
A truly elegant puzzle.
A truly elegant puzzle. That one guy from Spy Family be like,
Aha, there it is. Probably $1 for you learn professor types there, eh?
all the learning in the world cannot replace logical thinking, my dear man. And anyone can achieve that.
Do you reckon? Huh. How would you like to give up on being a professor and come and run the railway with me?
He's not gonna do that. These poor trains are just being pushed back and forth. Get back in the right. Oh my god! I did not look at the train tracks. Get back in the right game. Look, have you considered that the Professor Sycamore in Pokemon is in the wrong game? Have you considered that? When did X and Y come out? Pokemon X and Y release date. October 12th, 2013. Azran Legacy release date. February 28th, 2013. Oh shit. Wait, did it? February 28th, 2013. I already forgot the other one. I think that's earlier. I think this game predates that. Yeah, October 12th. Yeah, this game predates X and Y. Scrub. He was here first. Look at the Japanese dates to get the real answer. Oh, okay. Wait, that's a good point. That's a good point. Okay, well, I imagine. Well, the X and Y was surely a worldwide release at the time. The Layton games have been a little iffy on that, but surely X and Y was just released everywhere all at once. Surely. So if anything, Layton came out earlier than that. Yeah, okay, so X and Y worldwide, October 12th, 2013. It's already, I mean, Azran already came out earlier. So, like, probably, perhaps, like, a few months before, a year, maybe. No, okay, no, February 28th, 2015. Well, hold on. Oh, okay, wait, this is interesting. The North American version of Azran Legacy came out in 2014. The Japanese version came out way earlier, but the North American version did come out, in fact, a full year later, February 28th, 2014. So I don't know if I don't know how we're gonna rule this. I don't know if his name was Sycamore in the original version. I'm not sure how we're gonna rule this. Oh wait, wait, are there other English versions? Yeah, the European one is surely English. November 8th. That's still later. I don't know. I don't know how we're ruling this. I don't have a judge. We don't have a judge here. I don't really know what's going on. I'm not sure if, I mean, was his name Sycamore in the original? I don't know if I have the patience to look that up at the moment. Because, like, that's sort of the only case for that at this point. Layton's gonna walk on water. Pokemon wins? I don't know. I don't know if it does. This character existed in this form before X and Y came out. And that is the hill I will die on. I feel like dying on hills today. Aha! It's a hidden cafe! What? Indeed, Luke. Where there's a cafe, there is undoubtedly tea. A hidden cafe. What? A hidden cafe?
I don't know what to do. I love airships, but Moon said he might let me have a go at this steam engine.
You'd love to pilot just about anything, wouldn't you?
Airships are still number one. They fly. But trains can be cool too. Moo's best engine can reach 75 miles per hour before the wheels melt. Also, ever since that amazing waterfall thing appeared in the lake, I've been wanting to ride in something else too.
Something else?
Well, a boat, of course. How else am I going to get out onto the lake to see that ruin? Before, the fishing boats would just paddle out and sit in the middle of the lake for hours, dull or what. But not now.
I hadn't thought about that. It must be pretty exciting to have an ancient ruin suddenly appear next to your house.
Too right, but now I'm stuck. Should I become an airship pilot or a train driver or a ship's captain?
You could start with a boat ride, then you could see the ruins too. They're really amazing, I promise.
Do you think so? Yeah, maybe you're right. It'll be a proper adventure.
But then again, Sycamore is a false name. Jean Descalais isn't from Pokemon. Or Jean Descalais isn't from Pokemon. That is an excellent point. Sycamore is an alias. That's not technically his name. Well, in that case, then, I mean, these are just two completely different characters, and like, it doesn't even really matter who came first because that's not really a thing anymore. Like, it's not really a debate anymore if we firmly establish that they're different characters. Is there a Descalais in Pokemon? That would even things out. The AI overview said, Descalais isn't a Pokemon, but refers to John Descalais, the masked villain from the Professor Layton puzzle game series. That's funny. That's funny. But I guess no one wins. No contest. Was this building here before? Am I crazy? Or I feel like maybe I did notice it. I don't know. So there's just a hidden cafe. What a fun little diner. I win? I don't know if you win.
Oh, hello. I know you, don't I? Hold on. You didn't crash here again, did you?
Thankfully, not this time. COD sees its fair share of airplane crashes, doesn't it?
Yes, it's awful. Our little COD's getting to be in the center of attention these days, what with it being in the World Times and all.
We read that your town was commended for its rescue efforts. To be more efficient than the emergency services is quite a feat.
Oh, we're just used to it, you know? Things come down so often, you sort of stay on the constant alert. For instance, this place looks like a simple cafe, but we've got medical supplies stacked to the roof in the back.
Is that so? Your concern for others is admirable.
That's why the cafe doesn't look very nice? You're too busy taking care of people? Well, I usually tell customers it's to reflect the stock landscape of COD, but yeah, you've hit the nail on the head. Even if we are open, barely anyone comes in for food. They're all just looking for bandages. But now we have proper customers. Maybe a bit of redecoration wouldn't go amiss. What would you think of a nice fuchsia? Proper customers. Is that what we are? Well, I hope so. No, there's not much ready. There's not much ready right now. Tell you what, help me with this tart and I'll give you some for free.
Okay. Slicing things up. Oh, I probably gotta make them like equal fucking parts or whatever. Okay. This yummy tart has been topped with 7 different kinds of fruit. You want to cut the whole thing into 2 square pieces according to the following conditions. No piece of tart should have 2 of the same fruit on it. Fascinating. No 2 pieces should contain the same combination of fruit. Someone has already started cutting the tart into the 2 bottom corners. It's up to you to slice up the rest. Interesting. Don't need 2 of the same combination. Hurry up, they're starving. I'm doing my best. You can't rush perfection. Fuck. Fuck. Well, that's not that bad. Yet. I'm so stressed out. I'm worried I'm missing things. You can't rush perfection as they're just dead on the floor. I mean, hey. You can't. You truly can't. And if they die in the process of me creating the most beautiful work of art the world has ever seen, then that's just their reality. I think I did it.
I'm fairly sure about this.
Okay, good.
Oh, I did it!
See, that wasn't so long. I have 4,444 Picarats. Oh my god, make a wish. Can you really call it the reality if they're dead? Yeah, absolutely. The reality is that they're dead. They don't have to perceive their reality for it to be real.
You did it. You did it. Fab. It looks very nice, but the size is a bit intimidating. Don't blame me. The authorities decided to pay us in fruit, not money. But, yeah, I think this tart will be a roaring success. It deserves to be right up there with our fish smoothie.
I do beg your pardon, Larissa, but did you say fish smoothie?
Yeah, it's a popular one. In here in Cod, you can guarantee it to be the freshest fish juice in the world.
I must say, that's a very creative use of the local produce.
Oh, that's kind of you to say. Here, why don't I give you a sample to go with your tart?
How very generous, but I'm afraid we don't have time to stop.
That's what they all say. Lucky for you. The only thing I'm more prepared for than an emergency is a takeaway order. Professor, do you think the reason for the lack of customers might be the menu?
I think perhaps that this is a puzzle best left unsolved. I never thought he would say that ever. I never dude, this is what it took? This is what it took for you to tap out? So it's like, oh, we don't want to solve this puzzle. Fish smoothie? Fish smoothie better than their pickle slushy. I don't know. They both sound pretty bad. I guess I would rather have a pickle slushy than a fish smoothie. But like, they're still both like 1 out of 10. I don't want to touch those. Both of them. Did she literally just put fish in a blender and tell people to drink them? That's rancid.
I'm a bit stuck with my new trifle recipe. Fresh malted snails are great for making jelly, but I'm not sure what to use for the custard.
Well, one actually exists, so I think that already tells you which one is probably better. That's fair. That's a golden apple. There's a golden apple right there. That's a reference to Professor Layton and the Curious Village for the Nintendo DS. There's just a conspicuous golden apple right there. It's Flora. That's Flora? Oh my god. I want to say, Flora, what have they done to you? But this is technically before all of that other stuff. If you have Street Pass, it does something. Aw, damn. Shit, I don't have Street Pass. Oh no, it does. Flora probably gets summoned. And then Layton's just like, who are you? She's like, I'm your adopted daughter. And he's like, I will never have an adopted daughter. And that will be a mentality he carries with him for the entire rest of the series.
Oh, the clock has stopped. Why hasn't anyone fixed it? Maybe it's meant as a reminder that there's no time like the present.
Okay, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up at me. No, it doesn't. Speaking of which, I do believe this is the perfect time for this puzzle. No, totally not. Layton will never believe that he has a daughter. That is not a reality that will ever... that's not his reality. With Street Pass, you get a game of hide and seek. Interesting. What does that mean? You can find object in the game, and if it like pertains to some other character from some other game, does it like summon them? Like Fire Emblem Engage style? You can make your own 3 things to find. Oh, okay. So you can like point at the objects in the game, and then it turns the whole game into like an I Spy thing that you get to set for yourself. That's fun! Wait, that's really fun. Via Street Pass, you get the 3 objects of other people. That's really exciting, actually. I wish I experienced it. Oh no, my mic. Oh no. Oh no, I'm dying. And then you can find them to get points. That sounds really fun. Why doesn't the Switch have Street Pass or like similar things? I feel like that was just a fun mechanic everyone liked. And with the points you can get hotel room tickets. And then with the hotel room tickets you get like scenes or whatever. I remember that part. That's so fun! In hide and seek, Luke will go hide and you can just choose to never find him and leave him behind. And he will not be missed. And that is where you meet the characters from the original trilogy. That's so fun. That's so fun. I guess Flora wouldn't be there because she's canonically locked in a tower right now. Not locked in a tower. Well, she was able to leave. I'm not actually sure what her deal was. There was something keeping her from leaving, I think. I don't know. But, alright. I'll play the long game. Now it's time to lock in. Alright. A teacher asks a student if he knows how to tell the time. The student nods, so the teacher presents him with the following puzzle. This wall clock fell down and broke into 3 pieces. You can't see the numbers from here, but I can tell you that the total of the numbers on each of the 3 pieces is the same. What? So can you tell me what time this clock is showing? According to this clock, what time is it? What? Fake fan? I just don't have Street Pass. It's not my fault that I don't have Street Pass. It's not my fault that if I went out into the world, even if I did have Street Pass, I wouldn't be able to find anybody. Okay. I never use purple. I want to use purple. Okay, so all the numbers on all the things are the same. They'll add up to the same thing, I believe, if I understand correctly. Okay. This feels like it's just like a plug and chug kind of scenario. You don't remember Flora? I do remember Flora. I do. I just don't remember. There was something confining her there. I don't remember exactly what. Or maybe she wasn't even confined. I don't know. I thought she was locked in a tower, but then I remembered like, oh no, she was walking around. She was like a mysterious figure. And I don't really remember what her whole deal was. And I remember like the town was like, it was like everyone was like a machine created by, I think, her father to find like someone else to like adopt her or take her in or whatever, or like someone who could like go through all the puzzles or whatever. And that was the whole thing. Was there anything technically keeping her there? I think she could have left. What do you mean, yeah, fake fan? I remember it so well. It's just occurring to me that like there might not be like a There might not have been a plot reason why she couldn't have just left herself. So this could either be 12 or 6. Or like 1 or 7. Something like that. I'm thinking it has to be like that because I want to pair up some of the larger numbers with some of the smaller numbers in order to like sort of have an equilibrium here. Interesting. What are 4? No, that can't be true. What is this? What are 2 strings of 4 numbers that will have the same thing? I feel like the 11, 12, 1, 2 has to be one of them just to like even out the thing. So actually, yeah, for instance, so let's just see like what combinations of numbers we can do here. So like 11, 12, 1, 2. That is a total of 23, 26 equals 26. Why not just use math to denote the total amount? I'm not... That's a good point. Wait, that's a good point. Okay, hold on. I know what you mean by that. I know what you mean by that. 1. I don't need to add a plus sign. What happens if I add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I add those up and divide it by 3, I think. Yeah, I got it. Okay, so that's 3, 6, 10, 15, 21, 28, 36. This is getting hard. 45. 55, and then 66, and then 78, I think. And so then 78 divided by 3 is 26. So that is fascinating, that the combination of things I happened to find. So the first thing I tried also happened to have 26 as the thing, I believe. That's like 23, 24, 25. That's not what happened. That's not what I remembered. Oh, wait, I'm literally stupid. Wait, hold on. I read that as a 12. Wait, I'm literally stupid. Okay, hold on. I can't do math. No, I'm literally stupid. I read that as a 12. I'm sorry. Okay, so 23, 4, 5, 6. That is 26. That is 26. What do you mean I can't do math? I did math. I did math perfectly fine. And this supports my theory. This is why we use a plus in math. Yeah. Look, yeah, you're right. Anyway, hold on, I'm having a hard time in terms of like my fucking, hold on. Just blowing my nose again, Jesus. I can do math. I just make mistakes. That's okay. Remember what I said? The novice has the master has failed more times than the novice has tried. And I'm failing all the time, baby. I'm failing all the time. All right. It's like I get a clogged feeling when I speak. But like speaking is not enough to like break the threshold to make it go away. So it just feels really strange and awkward. Look, I didn't know. Okay? I was thinking in base 6 for a second. You don't even get it. You don't even get it. Okay, well, I could try to do math for more stuff. Or I could just connect the ends together. So we'll say this is 11. This is 12. 1, 2. Don't ahaha that. Stop it. We'll say that's 2. And then that would make this 3, 4. That would make this 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then that's how that would work. Or Charlie, you'll be timed out for 600 seconds. It will only ever be for 10. I guess I was under the impression that I could like alter the time, but like no, it's just a button that I click. And then bibbidi bobbidi boo, you're gone. Okay. And so now we have splitting into 3, so 15, so like 9, 15, is that the vibe? The hour hand is pretty close to the 10 for that to be 9:15. But it's pretty, I'll say 9:15. 9:15. Nope. 15. Boom.
I've got it, I think. Oh, rubbish.
Pay close attention to exactly where the little hand is. But actually, hold on. I guess that was supposed to be a hint that it was not 9:15 because the hour hand was so close to the other number. My bad. All right. So I will say. Okay. Let's say this is 11, 12, 1, 2, and that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so now it is 3:45. That makes more sense. The hour hand makes more sense for that. I should have used my critical thinking skills.
I think.
My critical thinking skills that are brilliant and good. Ow. Nothing hurt. I said ow for no reason. Okay. That was a clever little way to like make the distinction, because I was just like, I feel like there's multiple orientations here, but like no, the hour hand placement is what it was. My boy, a gentleman should always invest in a timepiece. There is no reason to own a watch other than to look cool. The practical use of a watch has faded to time. It is now purely just a flex. Faded to time. Okay. How dare I? I speak the truth. I set the trends to speak out against what no one else dares to. Only people who don't have one say that. Only people that have a watch wouldn't say that. How about that? Only people that spent way too much on a watch. on something that is very clearly visible on their phone. Only those people would be like, actually, this is very useful. No, it's not. I disagree. I'm in the watches are not useful camp. I feel like I've spoken to everybody and I have not found either of the stories that are here. Unless I have. Wait, no, I have. Wait, which one is this? COD? Oh no, I did do it. Okay, I can leave. Wait, maybe not. Okay, yeah, I can leave. I keep opening the menu and closing it again because I keep being indecisive. Alright, what is this? Wild Wolf Torito. Heading to Torito. Pulling out your phone takes so much more time than the less than a second it takes to check a watch. So, pulling out your phone is not really a chore either. The difference is that a phone is something you're already carrying, and a watch is something you need to, like, keep track of. You gotta, like do you really want to, like, put on a watch every single day and then take it off at the end of the day? Like, that's just an extra step no one needs. Watches also work much longer. If your phone has no battery left, you'd be fucked. Just charge your battery. I mean, like, there's a lot of reasons to charge your phone regardless. Like, your phone should be charged all the time regardless. Like, that's whether you have a watch or not. Like, people have never lost their phone. I'm sure people lose their phone. You can just ask someone the time. Just be like, oh, excuse me, do you have the time? Or, like, there's clocks. Look for a clock. Who said I was taking off my watch? You wear your watch to sleep? You wear your watch to bed? In the shower? You take off your watch. I wear my watch 24/7. That's insane. You are insane for that. I looked for a clock. It was on our wrist. Boom. It's not that hard to find the time. It's just like an accessory that is no longer needed because there are plenty of practical applications for it. I'm sure you can come up with like an obscure scenario in which a watch specifically would be useful. I don't doubt your creative ability to do that, but like 99.9 times out of 100, it's not a problem, and it is merely dead weight on your wrist. And I guess they look nice sometimes, but like, I just don't, they're not needed. If you have one, you have one because you're trying to be fashionable, not because you actually need it for the time telling of it all. I do not take off my watch. I think, so you're in like crawl spaces in people's homes and shit. Doesn't it get dirty? Doesn't it get like dirty when you do that? And then you can't see it anymore? Well, I guess if you're taking it in the shower with you, then like also you could just sort of just like and like squeak it clean, you know? Hello, sir. I like this one. All right. Well, howdy. You folks here fixing to get an autograph from a world-famous celebrity like myself? You're famous? Whatever for? Why, everyone knows my sharpshooting skills are the baddest in town. Assuming you don't mean the worst, that must mean you're the champion gunman. I read about you in the World Times. I didn't even really read what they are. I just feel like they'll speak about it at some point. I mean, I could just wipe it off or throw water on it if necessary. Yeah, but like, you don't really have to do that. I mean, I guess in theory you could get your phone dirty, but it's like, the watch is exposed to the elements constantly. It's like you don't really put it in your pocket. It's just like in your, I guess you could roll your sleeve up if you have long sleeves, which you may or may not. But like, your watch is more exposed to the elements. It gets like shit on it. And then you know what watches are when they're less dirty? They're less cool. No, when they're more dirty, they're less cool. The dirty to cool ratio is that. Correlation, not ratio. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, sirree, that's me, no doubt about it. Watches are built for the elements. This is assuming you have a good watch. And a good watch is very expensive. And if you have an expensive watch, that means you paid a fine to be able to tell the time. Something that your phone already does. I'm just saying.
A shooting tournament sounds incredibly risky.
Whoa there, little missy. It ain't like we're shooting at people. We use apples. Then when the day's shooting is done, we scoop out the seeds and the bullets, and we make apple pie.
Because what every apple pie needs is a pinch of gunpowder.
Don't knock it now. So, ladies, I'll sign anything you like. What'd it be? I can even put a bullet... What the fuck? I can even put a bullet through it if you ask nicely. Oh, the note. Okay. I thought he meant like, oh, I can shoot you if you want. I have no problem doing that. I have no problem murdering you in cold blood right now if it's in the name of my fame.
Jesse, I don't mean to be rude, but we don't want your signature.
Oh, come on. Don't be shy. It ain't every day you get to meet Big Jesse in the Dorito Torpedo. Oh, Jiminy.
What's wrong, Big Jesse? He was on the old red towel. Should the world's best sharpshooter be acting in such a manner?
This conversation's lasting longer than I thought. Okay. Also, there are almost never any clocks when I'm at work. Aren't you at, like, people's houses and shit, though? Like, you could just ask them what the time is. You just be like, hey, what time is it? If your phone is not on you, which, I mean, may or may not be, I don't know. But, like, I mean, there are ways to get around that. You know what? Time passes slower when it's just on your wrist. What phone do you have? I have a Pixel 9a. I don't see how the model of phone is relevant to whether it can tell time. I feel like most modern phones can do that. Or not even modern phones, like flip phones could do that. And like stuff like that. Like, also there are almost never any clocks when I'm at work. I mean, I think time passes slower when you are constantly aware of it, when it is constantly in your face. You know? I feel like the world is less whimsical if you're just constantly looking at the rate at which it passes. There's beauty in that, but sometimes you just want to live in the moment. You don't want to be aware of how it's felt like 20 years since the last minute passed. You know? So you also spend money to be able to watch the time. Okay, well, the phone does significantly more than tell time. It does a lot more than that. The cost, it's a device that is useful for numerous things, and telling time is only one of them. And because it is a I dare say like a kind of a necessity to have a device like this to live in like modern society, I feel like a watch is just not needed. That was not the question right now. What was the question? So you also spend money to be able to watch the time. That is not the primary use of this phone. I spent money to have a phone and do phone things. I'm usually on new builds, and we have to be at different sites at different times, so knowing how close it is to us needing to leave is important. I bet it is, but like you could just pull out your phone real quick. Like I don't see how the watch is relevant to that dilemma. Wait, hold your horse. Anyway, I'm gonna narrate this annoying cowboy now. Wait, hold your horses. I said it before and I'll say it again. I ain't no yellow belly.
Look who's back. Then what was the meaning of...
Oh, that? Well, I clean forgotten something I had to do.
Oh, really? And what would that be?
Yeah, puzzle. That's right. I thought if those ladies weren't fixing for an autograph, then maybe they'd like this. I wear G-Shocks, which are water resistant and very durable, and I can buy almost 20 G-Shocks for the price of a phone. I feel like the price is I feel like the price is not like. I still think it's just not practical to have a. I mean, look. I'm sure there's. I just bit my mouth. I'm sure there's instances in which it is useful to have a watch on your wrist. But like, for like the 99% of the rest of the time, it's creating it. There's just weird tension on your wrist. It's like, it just feels, I don't know, it gets like sweaty. I don't know, it's like, I don't know, just the sensation is odd. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When something is just pressed up against your skin for a long time, it gets uncomfortable. You know. I feel like we as humans have evolved past that. As I say this, my head triples in size, like the Sheen in that one Jimmy Neutron episode. Okay. Mr. A sets off in his car to visit Miss B, who lives in a faraway town. He leaves his house during the daytime and plans to arrive in Miss B's town during the daytime as well. I feel like at this point you just don't like them because you're pathetic. I feel like you like them because you're pathetic and you need it on your wrist at all times. How's that? That's a handicap you need and I don't. Yeah, how does that? How is that? Don't haha that. Stop it. Now I'm in the minority. Stop it. He leaves his town. Okay, I can't. I'm gonna read this now, and you're gonna behave. Okay, so Mr. A sets off in his car to visit Miss B, who lives in a faraway town. He leaves his. Okay. Someone wants to be timed down for 600 seconds. Somebody wants to do that. I'll do it. Don't think I won't. Y'all gotta quit. Y'all gotta quit. Y'all gotta quit. You're done. You're done. You're out. I don't see you anymore. You're gone from my reality. Layton doesn't talk back. Pixel Layton doesn't talk back. He's happy. He's chill. He just checks his phone when he needs the time. Anyways, Mr. A sets off in his car to visit Miss B, who lives in a faraway town. He leaves his town during the daytime and plans to arrive in Mrs. B's town during the daytime as well. It's really hard to focus on the puzzle when you're doing all that. I disagree. Now we can talk about the usefulness of watches. I feel like we want. What is the? You mean the not usefulness of watches? The unusefulness. I feel like we do. You know what? You know what? Both of you, behave. How dare you? You're both out for 600 seconds. I hope you sit and I hope you think about what you've done. I hope you check your watch to tell how much longer you have. Anyway, Mr. A sets off in his car to visit Miss B, who lives in a faraway town. He leaves his town during the daytime and plans to arrive in Mrs. B's town during the daytime as well. He leaves during the daytime and plans to arrive during the daytime. It takes 12 hours to travel between each town on the map. There are many potential routes Mr. A could take, but if he wants to both set off and arrive during the daytime, there is one road he will have to take, whatever his route. Use your styles to select this road. I don't understand. What? So it becomes day and it becomes nighttime as it goes on. Whenever you enter a new location, it swaps from day to night. And versa. Okay. So like whatever the route. So like night, day, night, day, night, day, night. Shit. Well, I just gotta find a route that works. Night, shit. Night, day, Night, day, night, day, night, day. Fuck. Night, day. Night, day, night, day. Night, day, night, day, night, day, night, day, night. Am I chronically insane? Night, day. Night, day. Night, day, night, day. Night. Is there a way I can like extend the length by 1? Night, day, night, day. Night, day, night, day, night, day, night. Night, day, night, day, night, day. Night, day. Night, day. Night, day, night. Shit. Night, day, night, day, night, day, night, day, night, day, night. Why is this weirdly difficult? I don't really know the best way to do this. Let me try to make a consistent grid of reds and blues. And it will make sense when I'm no longer able to do so. I want to make it so none of the reds or the blues can touch. Let me make those blues so it's like day and night. Day and night. Da 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 night. Blue. Blue. Interesting. So blue. That's the same regardless. And that'll be blue. I feel like the way when I'm not able to have a blue-red pattern is where I'm going to be able to find success. I must merely expand from what I have. Wait, but what? Wait, no, that's all of them, and there's no like repeats or anything. I thought there'd be like an inconsistency if I did that. Oh no, there is. You. Okay, so let's night, day, night, day, night, day, night, day. Aha! Aha!
Want an answer? How's this? Piece of cake.
I did it. Mr. A's must have been really smitten with Miss B. He's even brought her a bunch of roses. Okay. Cool. Gatorade is nice. Lovely beverage. One moment. I might be coming down with something, and that's why I'm suddenly having congestion issues. It's a little annoying.
I could have done that blindfolded. I suppose you're dying to get my signature now.
No, I'm good.
I don't find the concept of a cowardly gunman very appealing.
Cowardly? I ain't cowardly. If you're gonna make a song and dance about it, why Eek!
I can't decide whether this is comedy or a tragedy.
Alright. I'm not even really reading what the stories are. I'm just going around looking for stuff. I ain't scared, I tell you. I've just got some naturally quick reactions is all.
Must be a hard life.
Oh, I feel a little bad for him. Like, he just wants to not be a little fraidy cat. And you have a whole other thing going on.
You know, I used to be a cowboy before I was a sheriff.
Both dignified professions. Your vigilance must have paid off for you to be standing where you are today.
Suppose you could say that. Yep. All that herding and wrangling might come in handy too. Say, for catching crooks.
This better not be the jewel one again, because I'm about to not be happy if it's the jewel one. If it's the thief jewel one. No, 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 no! No! Oh. I can just, like, wing it, right? I could just wing this one, and everything will be fine. How do I use every peg? I'm gonna be here for so long. The rules have to be different, because, like, what is this? What is that? I didn't read it. We were just talking about how you couldn't understand that puzzle, just like you can't understand the usefulness of watches while we were gone. Hey, Alright, well... That's great. I'm glad y'all had bonding time. And Outlaw Gang... Let me make sure the rules here are the same. I knew when to return because I looked at my watch. Looks like you can't understand this one either. Okay, we haven't been here for very long. We haven't been here for very long, let me just be very clear. An outlaw gang have broken into a vault. Okay, the local sheriff places the last of the outlaws been encircling them in the single loop that runs between everyone in the vault's post. Have the sheriff ever and these bands. All the posts of the single thing, there's no telling what... Okay, no, the rules are the same. So useful to have on my wrist. And you know what I have in front of me? A phone. It says it's 4:28 where I am. It's very useful. All right, so let me just try to figure out like this bottom corner here, because I'm looking at it and I'm just like, how on earth? How on earth? What is going on with this right wall? We haven't been here for very long. That would have been easier to figure out with a watch. I don't need a precise time. I have a sense of time. I don't need like the precise thing. It's just, it's been a few minutes. It's not that deep. And I have a PC. It doesn't matter. Watches are still more useful. I can tell the time while I'm riding my bicycle. I guess so. I can tell the time when I'm driving a car. You can't with your phone. Well, you can. You just be really dangerous. I'm not checking. I can tell the time by the sun when I'm driving. I can tell by the sun position. I can tell by the stars at night. Are you advocating for texting and driving? You're advocating for watch checking and driving. I didn't say anything about texting. I didn't say anything about that. I did not say that. I did not. You're advocating for time checking and driving. And I bet it's so tempting with like your watch on your wrist. You can tell with your built-in sundial. Yeah, exactly. It's always facing the same direction every time. And so that's why it's accurate. Okay. I truly don't know what's going on with this west or this east wall here. Like, I don't know. But then that's a dead end. How? Truly, how on earth? Connect. Why can't y'all connect? Oh, what the? So something like that, maybe? And that's not even the issue of having to block out the thieves away from that green gem. And then there's like this end right here, like this. This seems like the worst thing I've ever seen. So what's your favorite parts of having a watch, or your favorite parts of your watch? This is why I don't fuck with people with watches. Okay, because they are on like this massive pedestal about it. They're just like, I am better than all of you. I am better than I am a watch. And it's just like you're ascending into the sky with like the sun blaring behind you. This is what having a watch does to you. I hope you know that. How do I separate this one from the green gem? Having a watch leads to a nice casual conversation. All right, we're gonna roleplay a conversation right now. Hey, do you have the time? It's 4:33. Cool, thanks. 22:23. Cool, thanks. And then I walk away. That was the whole conversation. That was the whole casual conversation. I'll be generous. I'll be generous. I'll be generous. I'll be generous. I'll be like, wow, that's a cool watch you got there. Mine also does all of those things. It tells the time, it tells the date, it has a stopwatch function, it has multiple alarms, it lights up. My phone does all those things. No, it's okay, Sparrow. She deserved that. No, I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny, to be clear. I was being silent because I was trying to, like, continue, like, a conversation. Like, the roleplay conversation. It was funny. No, it was funny. It was funny. It was funny. It was funny. Relax. Mine also does all those things. I can even check the zones, time zone. Why would you want to check time zones casually? Why is that something you need on your wrist? Just for a typical daily commute. I can't even focus on this puzzle. Even if I could, it probably wouldn't make a difference. Think like that. So first boy knows my time. Why? I feel like that's such a rare circumstance in which that would come up, though. Because the world doesn't revolve around you. Other people and important things exist. That is... I agree with that, but this is beyond the scope of, like, what you would the practicality of casual information to put on your wrist. I can look up a time zone if I'm curious about it, but, like, that's not like a all the time on my wrist all the time sort of information. I need a hint. My brain isn't working anymore. They put pictures in these now? Oh my god! How long have they been able to put pictures in these hints? That takes like a whole minute to search that on your phone. How long does it take to figure it out on a watch? You gotta like fiddle with the buttons because you've definitely forgotten what half of them do. And then you're just like, okay, wait, what time zone is it again? And then you would have to like look up what time zone it is anyway. This whole game, I had no idea there could be picture hints. That blows my mind. Okay. That's part of it. All right. Start by connecting the posts like this. So, not the orange jewels. That's, okay. So I will try to work from here. How the fuck do you do this? How? It sounds like you're just a scrub and literally can't appreciate watches. I want to be very clear. I have been clear from the start that I do not like watches. I cannot appreciate watches. I cannot. That has been a very clear advertised thing that I have communicated very directly. You didn't even respond. You didn't respond to the time zone thing. You need to use your phone to look up information anyways if you want that to be useful. There's probably no joy in her life. What does that even mean? Just because I don't know what. See, this is what having a watch does to you. This is what having a watch. You think other people around you are sad because they don't have watches. We're watching this in real time. Count the seconds. Okay, it helps that like it helps that the top is here, but like I'm just like I can't even wrap my head around what to even do there. I don't think it. I know you're just a sad, pathetic person. Hey, harassment. You're getting timed out. You're getting timed. Actually, what's the warn button do? I'm gonna test buttons on you. Warn. Enter a reason for sending a warning to Friskboy. Meanie. I typed the word meanie. What do I... This, making it a tube like this is kind of the only way I can think about it. But even that is like... Well, then it's like, what do I do with this peg right here? We're getting warnings now? Yeah, you're getting warnings. I get to type unique warnings. I can type whatever I want. This is not right. Wait, hold on. Wait. Am I implementing? Wait, am I like down with the? Wait, hold on. Are there like? Does it like go on your Twitch record if I do that and you receive warnings? Because then I don't want to do it. This is not right. The puzzle. Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha. Down with this. Okay. This is what happens when you own watches. You become evil. You become evil. Be addicted to your phone like a regular person. God. That's kind of fire. That's kind of flame. Our streamer doesn't represent her viewers. Who are you talking to? I am the god of this land. I am the authority that you call upon. Impeach me. Impeach. I am... This is a land that I rule. It is not a democracy. I am your leader. Down with the... Hey! Wait. Down with the pig man. Down with the pig man. No, in fact... I'm bigger than ever now. I'm bigger. I'm bigger than you. I'm bigger than you. I'm gonna get you real good. Hold on, watch this. 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 Ooh, yeah. Oh my god, wait, do I still have the thing? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Wait. Yeah, boom. Oh yeah. Oh, you're getting beat up. You're getting beat up. Oh yeah. I said it before. I did it before you said it. Boom. Anyways. You didn't? No, I did. You're remembering it wrong. Anyways. If I do that, I feel like it has to go in the corner. Yeah, no, it has to go in the corner, or else that bottom thing doesn't really go. But chat delay set. Yeah, well, I mean, the point is, I thought of it before I saw your suggestion, and that was the point. She's using the delay to oppress it. I don't have control over the delay. That is not a thing in my arsenal that I'm capable of manipulating. Did I do that right? No, I didn't. Is that it? Wait, is that it? That looks good. Wait, that looks good.
Let's try this.
Yay! Yay! Okay.
Puzzles are a tonic.
Hooray! That's all the bandits tied up tight. Yeah, got them. Let's see your watch battle chat delay. Such talent.
Ropes and lassos are the way to go. Tie a villain up, he can't resist, and he goes to jail peaceably. That's the best way.
Cool.
Goodness! Fancy meeting you here. Were you at the raffle again? The raffle last night again? Wait, what? Hello, Emily. I didn't know there was one. That would have been fun. Oh, well, never mind, dear. Actually, here, I still have the consolation prize. Why don't you give it a shot?
Okay. The numbers are still very inconsistent. Boycott the Pikmin? Do you need to boycott something that's already going out of business? Is there, with the motion sort of already there, boycott, okay. You should come up with like a rhyme, like a chant rhyme, you know? Like, boycott the Pikmin. Her name is not Tristan. I don't know, but like, something like that. So that just to demonstrate the rhyme scheme. Oh, it's this one again. You've arrived at a funfair stall and it's from the prices of... Okay, I remember the last one was a trick. Wait, which one do I want? The teddy bear? Alright, we're getting the teddy bear. I remember the one... I did a different one, and the other one was like a trick. It was like a trap. Okay, that one.
If I just do this.
We want a streamer, not a dirty person who doesn't appreciate watches. I want viewers and not people with dirty watches. How about that? Intedible. Intedible. What the...
I knew you'd be the sort of boy who has a soft spot for cuddly toys. Now, wasn't that fun? It was, thank you. You should see the collection I have back at home.
A pun? What was the pun? We want a streamer, not a dirty person who doesn't appreciate WOD. Oh, you meant Tedalicious. I understood Tedalicious. I understood that. I want to be very clear. Anyway. Hi, Shelmy. Sure you did. I understood that. What other way is there to interpret Tedalicious? Ted 2. Whatever that did. It was obviously like a pun. Like, there's no other way to interpret those letters in that order. It's the... No, he had a fun voice. It's the Mrs. birthday today, so I thought I'd mark the occasion by buying her a fine bouquet of flowers.
That sounds nice, but Wouldn't it be better if you did something that required some real effort, though?
A real effort? The hardest I've worked on anything was when I did this balancing act on a fence one summer. How'd it go again? Directing this sounds... No, this one again. No, these are so hard. Okay, honestly, the strat, though, has been, like, okay, if I can find, like, a path that gets to, like, that travels, like, 7 squares, I'm like, that's probably it. Because all the others usually end in horrible disaster. No, you didn't, considering the fact that it was intedible, not intedulous. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what I said. I don't know how I interpret it. But I understood intedible. I understood that they inserted the word, a phonetic of the word teddy bear, into the word incredible. I did pass kindergarten. I am capable of interpreting poetry. That's what puns are. Poetry that no one respects or likes. Anyway, okay, we have a left, right, up, and jump. Okay, wouldn't it be crazy if I just randomly wouldn't it be crazy if I just did a random combination and it just worked? Wouldn't it be nuts if I just found if I just brute forced the whole thing? I did that one already. Wouldn't it be crazy psycho? No. Prove you graduated kindergarten because you can't count, you can't do math, and you can't even understand jokes from your native language. I could do all of those things, and it's not. I can't. I just because you say I'm not capable of it doesn't mean I'm not capable of it. Just because you decide to view me that way doesn't mean I have to settle for the way that you think I should be. That doesn't mean I should settle for the cage you continue to put me in. That doesn't mean I need to settle for the oppression that you apply upon me. I speak. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. I am a girl boss, and that's the end of the story. Watch this, watch this, watch this. Boom. Math done. How many squares we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5, 6, 30. I can count. Those are all things and a joke in my native language. Watch this. Oh God, I'm terrified of what you're about to say. Oh no. What? 11 plus 12 plus 1 plus 2 is 25. Okay. I made a mistake, okay? The master has failed more times than the novice has tried. So if I'm failing, it means I'm on the path to greatness. And okay, continue to be a critic and see how many people make statues out of you. Continue on that path and see how much recognition you get. I'm really not putting thought into this. You're not even getting a grave? That's wrong. You're wrong. I really don't want to start putting brain juice into this, if I'm being completely honest. Okay, so if we go at the end here, what is the approach that needs to happen in order for us to reach the end? I'm thinking possibly left, straight, right. How's that gonna happen though? These can't be left. So jump. But like there's no way to like approach that and get it to jump that way. But like from the right. The bears do the same thing, so that can't. So like maybe like jump, right turn, or left turn. Right turn. Wait, no, maybe it's like forward, forward, right turn, right turn. Well, no, if those are jumps, then that would be a jump. Although I guess that would work. It's called, if you still stuck on this puzzle, it's because you're dumber than a preschooler. No, it's, what is the puzzle called? This puzzle? I wasn't paying attention. I don't know what's going on. No, I need to establish this. Like, what is a route to get to the end? Because like I'm struggling to see that at all. Okay, maybe if like this was left and the bear was straight. So like, we're left, bear straight, and then like. So maybe that's not correct. I just said it. Well, it's called if you're still stuck with the puzzle because you're dumber than a preschool. Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't connect those two messages together. All right. I don't have the energy for this. If you can do it, just brute force it. I could just brute. I think there's more than 24. Left, right, jump straight. I don't know how you're supposed to visualize that in your head in a million years.
Knock him down. Huh, that was a cinch.
All right, I will accept that. In the future, in the future I would like a warning before the solution is just posted in chat. I would like a warning so I may accept or deny it. But I'm just like, all right. I mean, I was just gonna brute force it anyway, so I don't really feel that bad about it. That's it. Just like how I used to do it. Hey, if I do my old act for the missus, do you think it'll impress her? Who cares? You're retiring anyway. My fun still matters, even though there's only a couple of sessions left. Okay, but you did say you didn't have the brain capacity to do that. I did say that. I did say that, and so I'm establishing it now that I'm like, okay, if you're gonna do that, please say if you're gonna do that, so I may either accept or reject it in the future. You're retiring it. Let's burn this place to the ground. What do you mean? What does that mean? How are you gonna burn anything to the ground? It's my kingdom. Maybe you're right. If I do my darndest to impress her, maybe she'll let me off next time she catches me slacking. I don't know what his deal is. Anyways. Hello. Not sure yet, we'll think of something. Sure. Nah, you're too busy looking at your watches and watching time pass for you to do anything productive. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. What you gonna say about that one? What are you gonna say about that one, huh? What are you gonna say about it? I know where I know where you live. How about that? That threat goes both ways. Ruby, did you come up here all by yourself? Oh, I got the sheriff to do a good deed and bring me out here. But it ain't me, and it ain't me you should be worrying about. It's all red. Looking at my watch takes less than a second, plenty enough time. But if you're looking at it constantly, the temptation to look at it constantly is always there. And that accumulates. First one to burn the other one's house down wins. Yay! What do you win? You win a roommate! Yay! He's been... He's been acting up lately, and I just can't work out what's wrong. What's the matter, all red? Your tummy hurts? Have you been to the vet? Oh, wait, there was that vet they talked about in the World Times. The one who fainted on the spot. If I were in that vet's position, I would be similarly shocked. The fainting seems somewhat excessive. I tried to tell him he was just a big old softy, but he didn't do squat to help. Y'all got any ideas? I've heard that maize stalks are good for a bit of gastric relief. We could always try that. Worth a try if it'll help the old boy. Oh yeah, I say we give it a shot. Then it's settled. You stay here and look after him. We'll go and get the stalks. Thank you kindly, boy. Go to my house and you'll see a corn patch out front. You take as much as you think we need, you hear? That makes things easier. We'll be back before you know it. Oh, it's a fetch quest. Okay, I will say, today in particular, I do have a time limit. I will be here for the next, like, 30 minutes. 30-ish minutes, yeah. Around that. I don't know how many quests we're gonna get done by then, but, like, that's, I'll be out by then. There, is that what we're looking for? Indeed, we should be able to use those stocks to relieve old Red of his digestion problems. Are we not damaging these crops in the process? Don't worry, we're only going to cut off the top part. It won't stop them from growing. Just how do they help, anyway? We'd be going into cellular biology there, Luke. Let's just say that it helps your tummy break down food faster. Because after that, you need to buy some gasoline to burn for the boy's house. Can it be 5:30 already? Yeah, I bet it sure feels like a long time. I bet you're checking your watch so often, but time is not moving any faster as you're doing it. How about that? 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 This is gonna be an excruciating 30 minutes, and every time you check your watch, it'll be slightly earlier than you will have liked. Slightly less time will have passed than you would have preferred. And that's your reality for the next half hour. Sure, but I like fire. Honestly, fire is pretty cool. I think it would be a TOS violation if I actually threatened to do that, so I'm not going to. But the bit is on the table. 26 minutes only. Alright, you are a very worldly professor. Me? Nonsense. I find science fascinating, so it's only natural that I pick up a few things. Can you give me the bite-sized version? Luke, your mind is as hungry as your stomach. Perhaps later. Anyway, I think we've gathered enough now. Let's head back and provide Ruby with the remedy. This is the only time that, like... This is like a full-on, like, little fetch quest here. Well, not full-on. It's sort of minimal. But it's like, oh, they made me change locations for this. Then I'll just go burn hers down when she's busy. You won't. Luke, we've got the stuff. I probably can report you. Like, legitimately. I'm not going to. Because we're having good fun. But I want you to know. I have authority. As the streamer, I have the authority in the moment. I have all the power. I have all the cards. The only asset you're gonna have is your little dinky little watch. It's gonna be covered in soot. Twitch asked if I was sure I wanted to. Yeah, so I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous someone's gonna get auto-modded or something if this keeps going. Ruby, we've got the stocks. Well, give him here. I've been fretting so bad I got blisters. Right you are. There. Don't worry. Just chew these up and you'll be right as rain in no time. How are you feeling now? What's he saying? My hearing ain't as good as it used to be. He said his tummy doesn't hurt anymore. He's happy. Oh, thank the stars, you folks all acted all highfalutin? But you got heart inside. Highfalutin? What does that mean? Highfalutin? Especially of speech, writing, or ideas, pompous or pretentious. Oh, okay. Damn. See, I don't see what the old boy could have done to upset his little tummy so.
Old Red, I'm looking for you, you scallywag. There, 2 bags of dog food ready and accounted for.
Why, Sheriff Flint, you brought all this food to feed my little fella?
That I did, ma'am. And with these 2 strong arms, no less.
Hey, just like you. I disagree. It's probably the I'm gonna burn something down that like triggered the censor, not the word burn necessarily. Well, now that his belly don't ache no more, I suppose he might like a little something to eat. There you are, old rat. Okay, I'm not really invested in whatever little stories are happening right now. You still feeling down in the dumps? Well, don't you worry, because Scarlett's got you an extra juicy steak. Oh, Grandma, what are you doing up here? What am I doing? I could ask you the self-same thing, little miss. But I always come up here. Who's gonna feed old Red when he gets hungry elseways?
Hey, ready, Teddy.
Why is everyone doing this? We're just feeding him. You're in for a real treat tonight, old boy. Why is this a reunion? Why is... You're in for a real treat tonight, old boy. I've got a little something called sirloin, and it's waiting for a tasting. Derringer, too? Well, we got ourselves a proper little gathering here. If I'd have known, I'd have brought more treats than just a plate of meat. Well, this explains a thing or two. From this point forthwith, folks of Dorito, you want to feed the wolf, you go through me first. Got it? You want to thank us? That's sweet of you. You've hidden the doll somewhere in the cave and you want us to Why? You found a dulcimer in the cave and you want us to find it? Cool, then let's look for it. Oh, that's probably just a little thing. It's an achievement? What's an achievement? I'm not caught up with what you said that for. Thanks, Azran, and remember to chew your food. Don't just wolf it all down, okay? Okay. There's a doll in here. I might as well find it. Oh. I found it. And that's all that. How many stories we got left? Not all that many. I may or may not be able to do that in 20 minutes. We'll see. We got one in Hoogland. Okay. Why do you sound like a flamboyant toonlink fighting a choo-choo? What? What? I don't even know what that sounds like. I don't even know what you're referring to. Was that it? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Toonlink. I know who Toonlink is. Toonlink is just like, yeah, yeah, What? I legit have no idea what you're talking about. Sniff snuffle. Oh, I always hate having a runny nose. Hello, Piet. Where's your sheep today? Ah, she's got off at half. Oh, blah, blah. Okay, I don't actually care what you have to say. Did you do something to upset her? Now make him gay. You know what? I actually don't want to do that. I actually don't want to make those noises into a microphone. Okay, did you do something to upset her? Not that I could think of. She just ran off. Oh, no. Wasn't there something in the World Times about Hoogland's famous lamb ham seasoning starting soon? Weak? It's not a matter of weakness. It's a matter of boundaries. Anyway, what? Well, there's your reason right there. But she's not ham, she's my friend. Thought she knew me well enough to know that. Then tell her, if you really are friends, I'm sure she'll believe you. Can't you do it? You are so good at calming down the dragon lore, and I bet calming down Fleecy would be dead easy for you. What? That's not how these things work. Go on. It'll be a piece of cake. Be done in no time, eh? I doubt she's gone too far. Well, okay then. Let's get looking for her. Okay. This guy.
Listen. But it's so windy around here. Why would anyone try to put one up here in the first place?
So, two people calling me weak does not give it more credibility. It simply means two people called me weak, regardless of the truth. Okay, this one wasn't so bad. Oh wait, hold on, what the fuck am I looking at? Okay, they're just harder to tell apart then. Okay. It's hard to tell like which ones are what. Okay, this one's a step up from the other one. Will anything go there? Okay, I'm gonna assume because of that you're the odd one out, and I'm gonna put you up there. Almost there, just 15 more minutes. I might stop a little earlier just to prevent, like, creating an obligation. Or, like, I don't know, creating a time dilemma. Does nothing connect to this? That's the only one that worked. So, like, maybe I'm just a silly little Billy? What do you mean, yes? You don't have to watch this if you don't want to watch this. You are under no obligation. I appreciate it, but, like, I can't go along with this narrative that you're being forced to be here. Like, I need to inform you that that's just simply not what's going on. Okay, you might be the weirdo. That could work. Almost. No, I want to watch your downfall. I see. My downfall. Well, the end of the world is not gonna be a big explosion. It's gonna be a tiny whimper. Something went wrong. Something went wrong. The buildings were the same height, but they weren't the same. And then this is the issue. And, like, that is the proper height, but, like... Well, hold on. That looked similar. I guess... Well... I'm under the impression that they need to be, like, identical on both sides, and I'm having a hard time doing that. Is that the one I just replaced? The answer is up, up, down, down, left, right, BA. I bet it is. Okay. So that's the one I had reserved. I'll put that there just so it's off to the side. Oh, that could be it. What's the difference between these? One's taller. Interesting. It's tough because, like, the height matches, and it makes me think, oh, we're good. We're in the clear. But we're not. What was the other one that matched? That looked the same as the thing I just tried. You could go together, I suppose. I suppose. Hey. Okay. I could work with this. I could work with this. Okay. Wait, that's decent. That's decent. Is that it?
I've really thought about this one. I knew I'd get it right.
Yippee. Okay, cool. That was a little bit much. Woohoo, thank you kindly. I'll be sure to use stronger ropes next time I set up a teepee. Sorry, I used the wrong voice for him. Am I looking for a sheep? You look like a sheep. You look like the sheep in question. Alright, this is probably the last puzzle of the day. Alright.
There you are, Fuzzface.
Don't worry, nobody's planning on having you for dinner if that's why you're running away.
Bah.
That's not the reason? Then why are you running away?
Bah, 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 bah. She doesn't sound all too pleased.
She won't tell us why. I don't think she trusts us.
Bah.
Oh, but it seems there's one way to gain her trust. A puzzle! I wouldn't either, Luke. Oh, I remember this one. Shit. This one took a while. Okay, I want to find a spot for, like, the biggest one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are they all the same size? Oh, they're all 6. So I'll take the weirdest spot. I'll try to find a spot where it's like, okay, only this could go here. Like, where could you go? There's not a lot of good places for you, actually. Okay, I'm thinking either you're here or you're like here. Unless I could like rotate you. I can't rotate you. Okay, that simplifies things. You have now caused the stream to last another hour. No, I can do this in 8 minutes. Watch me. Fuck. That was good. I feel good about that. Oh, this is looking good. I didn't even see this one. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. The doubt that was in your eyes. That faded when it all started falling into place. My timer is going off. How relaxing. Okay. Dang it, I was so ready to say, hey, my watch says it's 5:30. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. We did it. Does that mean you'll tell us why you ran off now? Bah, bah. Oh, right. Okay, we'll go and tell him. You seem to know what you're doing, Mook. I'll let you handle this. Meh, 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 meh. Okay, we'll see you there. Are we going back? And you have your sheep now? Are you happy?
Felicia, where have you been all day? I've been worried about you, pretty lady.
Meh.
Well, looks like I didn't need to send those people to find you after all. Well, we were the ones who convinced her to come back, but I suppose we'd have a hard time explaining that. Well, good thing you're back. I can finally get rid of this nasty sniffle.
Meh.
Piet, stop that. That's the reason why she ran away in the first place.
Oh, that's I only just clocked what you're doing. That's gross, dude. Disgusting.
What's that now? She doesn't like you using her wool as a hanky.
Meh, meh, meh.
But how am I supposed to stop myself from sniffing all day, eh? It's not like I could just wipe my nose on my sleeve.
So you wipe your nose on the animal? That's more chaotic, dude.
And her wool's just so lovely and fluffy. It's so soft on my nose. She's got the bestest, softest wool of any sheep I know.
Meh.
What is it?
Meh, 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 meh. Meh, 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 meh. Meh, 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 meh. Meh, 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 meh.
So, you don't mind anymore?
What?
What did she say, Luke? Piet really cheered her up when he said all those nice things about her wool. She says she can't put. She says she can put her up with it. She said she's fine. Well, they make a funny pair.
Meh.
Looks like me and Fleecy are back to being best friends again, eh? Well, thanks for helping out.
I'm great. Thank you for asking.
I'm happy you made up, but don't use up too much of her wool or she'll get cold.
I wasn't really paying enough attention to know why that got resolved, if I'm being honest.
Oh, don't worry. If my nose doesn't stop running, I'll just take a little bit to make some woolly nose plugs.
Meh, meh. And I believe that is all the quests in this area. Do I need a reboot? No. No, I do not. Okay. Oh, that was this one. Oh, there is another one here. Okay, well, I simply don't have time to do that. I have 3 minutes. 3 minutes that will be spent speaking. Probably. All right. That is about all the time I have. I do have some other obligations today that I'm going to go head towards. And that is going to be all. I'm not really sure how many more streams are going to be left of this game in terms of just like all the puzzles or whatever. Because like there's still like all of the mini games that I've neglected I always neglect them until the end, and they're like required to like get all the puzzles at the end and stuff like that, and that's the whole thing. Have fun burning each other's houses? I will. Did you have fun at your Big Time Rush concert, Sphere? Did you have fun doing that? I bet they started the concert going, oh. I bet they did that. And I bet it was the hypest thing in the world. Yeah, I did. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It was really nice. I'm glad you had fun. I'm glad you had fun doing that. They indeed do. I love... They have to start that way. They have to. Any other song... I mean, they have good songs, don't get me wrong, but I'm just like, like... The way I know the crowd went wild when that happened. I haven't listened to their songs in a while. It's been like since I've seen the show. It was their intro, period. I love that. It's been a while since I've seen the show, so I probably just want to like, I should just like listen, either just watch the show again or just like listen to the songs. You were their intro? I was their intro? Oh, it was their intro. You opened for Big Time Rush? Oh my god. How are your lungs? That was a weird follow-up question. Oh. All right. So, Professor Layton, the Azran Legacy, we are in the home stretch. I don't know how many streams we're gonna have left of this. I'm thinking like 3, like 2 or 3. I would imagine, just based on the rate we're going through this. But all right. Gustavo did. Hey, my watch says it's 5:30. Your watch is a minute fast. How about that? Okay, your watch is like 10 seconds fast. That's the thing about watches. You have to set them, and you just have to hope they're reliable. But yeah. All right, that is going to be. I gotta go. That is going to be all from me. Thank you so much to both of you for being here for as long as you were, in whatever length of time that you were able to be here. I appreciate it sincerely. And until the end of the time, until next week, unless it's the holiday season. Hold on. Let me just make sure Tuesday's not Christmas or something. Okay, no, I'll be on. I'll be on next week. Next week, I don't think I'll be here full stream. Yeah, for sure. I imagine there's a lot of stuff going on for the holidays. 23rd December. Yeah. I'll probably still do it. But all right, that is all from me. Farewell. Have a wonderful rest of your night, both of you. I shall head out. How dare you be busy for the holidays? Plenty of people are busy for the holidays. Bye for now. Have a wonderful rest of your night, both of you. All right. Burn some houses. I will. All right, bye.